Tonight's game between Wicked Witch and Port Melbourne. Before getting on the plane to come here, I told the ticket lady send one of my bags to Melbourne, one to Sydney and one to Brisbane. She said she couldn't do that. I'm not sure why she didn't understand because, as I told her, the airline did it for me last week. Anyway, it's good to be back at Port Melbourne. Sweltering weather for this match is really going to sap the players' energy. Rotations, I guess, will be the key. And joining me in the box for special... The siren is yet. The game has commenced.
You don't always get what you wish for, you get what you work for.
Knocks it down in front. A favourable bounce. They can't seem to maintain possession. They simply handed it over. Gets boot to leather. Nice mark under pressure. He lays off the pass. Off the ground. Sneaks the ball away in time. He brings it out of the pack. Marked by Gresham. A low stabbing kick. Wins the hard ball. Thumps the pigskin. And the mark will be paid. Keeps it close to the ground. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Fails to dispose of it correctly. He picked it up off the ground. The ball finds its way into the grateful clutches of the opposition. Handball short. Nice interception. Takes control of the bouncing ball. He's missed it. Point the difference. Disappointing kick there. Plays onto himself. Trims the grass with that one. Takes that one strongly. Low spearing kick. Over the top of the pack. Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop pass. He handballs it. He's rammed that one into the woodwork. Wicked Witch by 2 points. It's not the score he was looking for. He goes the short option. Takes it well. Jams it on the boot. He's no oil painting, but look at him climbing the pack like a pop-up toaster. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. The goal for Wicked Witch. He sinks his first goal, and we have the first goal of the match. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. Bad kick, resulting in a free to Port Melbourne. And over the boundary line she goes. Hastily kicked. Strong mark. Clears it. Great mark. Slams it on the boot. Gresham claims it.
Gresham got a really good footballing brain. Great hands. Puts boot to ball.
Wow.
Has the mark all to himself, concentrating hard as he lines up the goal. Only at the home. Wicked Witch are really looking the goods with the lead over Port Melbourne.
It's not the score he was looking for. He's searching for his teammates.
Out! Go ahead!
That was terrible.
You can see the determination on the ruckman's faces. He's got the football now. That kick has covered a very long distance. The ball mopped up. He's got the football now. Wallace runs past and gets the ball. Nice mark under pressure. Boots it. Marked by Skinner. And that torp has gone supernova. Almost a touch of synchronized swimming about that mark, minus the peg. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Spears a low ball, and the mark will be paid. He gives it a punishing kick. He has no trouble grabbing that one. 45 metres out. Goal to Port Melbourne. The first goal for Port Melbourne. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. He has the ball. The ball picked up. Squeezes out a handball. Not sure what he was trying to attempt there, but the ball has changed possession. Works it across the ground. Burton is able to grab it on the half volley. Send the torp in, big fella. Goes short with a hand pass. Intercept by Wilson. Takes possession. He gives the ball away. With the ball now. Goes short with a hand pass. Gets a handball away. He gives the ball a mighty roost. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. Only a behind.
behind.
Wicked Witch by 4 points.
That's play on.
It's not the score he was looking for. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Wallace slams it on the boot. The opposition
That's the
forgot
mark.
about him, and he takes the easy mark. Jams it on the boot. A mark by
Mark.
Gresham. Ground control to Major Tom. Strong
Hang the
mark.
mark.
He gives it a punishing kick. Takes control of the bouncing ball. He gets his hands on the footy. Nice mark under pressure. Jams it on the boot now. Anderson
Hang
has
the
a
mark.
great set of hands. Fantastic mark. Chips it down towards half forward. Snatches at it and drops it. He's as twitchy as a frog in a blender.
Ball up.
He collects the loose ball.
That's mine.
Ball up call. Who was that to? Intercept by Burton. Boots it. It's Edward Scissorhands. The spilled ball is collected. They've conceded possession. Keeps it close to the ground. A
Nice
goal for
ball.
Wicked Witch. He'll be happy with goal number 2. The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. He has the ball.
Burton. It's a hard man to knock over. His balance is like no other. A good hit out there. Gresham slams the ball to his boot. The mark will be paid. He slams that on the boot. Plenty of space for a very easy mark. He gets boot to the ball. No one around troubling him there.
Gets boot to
Rico
level.
is king.
The mark is
Hang
taken
him
by
up.
Skinner. He keeps his cool under pressure and kicks the ball out. Nice hands. Dishes it off by hand. Burton hammers the ball for goal. Takes it well. Puts boot to ball. Great mark under pressure. Jams it on the boot now. And the mark
Hang him
will
up.
be paid. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. Richo, do you rate him for this kick?
I won't be putting my house on
Goal,
this, Dennis.
all
He
clear.
might not get this.
That's 2 in a row for Wicked Witch. Wicked Witch with the upper hand in this match, and it shows on the scoreboard, leading 22-6. Patton
That's a
marks it.
mark.
Patton told me recently that he really loves
Hang
playing
him
for
up.
this club, and you can really see it in his attitude on the field. I think he's going to play for this
Mark.
club for a long, long time. A shocker of a kick.
The red player is so much better than the blue player.
Sending it on its way. There's no
Mark.
contest for that, Mark.
Kicks. Great
Hang
mark.
the mark.
Kicks it long. Great grab. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. His mistake costs him a possession. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. Nice mark
Hang him
under
up.
pressure. Richo, do you rate him for this kick?
He's a fair way out, Dennis. It'll test him.
All eyes are watching. Burton missed
Out on the
everything
full.
there. And it's close to goal as the ball goes over the boundary line. A rushed kick. Has he?
Hang
Yes,
him
he's
up.
paid it. A low stabbing kick.
Hang
Great
him up.
mark. Bumps the pigskin. Lining up the goal
Play
now.
on. Free kick.
Was that a
No
throw? I
advantage,
think it
bring it
was. Bumps the pigskin. A good mark
That's
under
a
the
mark.
circumstances. Richo, what are his chances from here?
It's just too far out for him, Dan.
Going for goal number 1. Has it got the carry?
All
I don't
clear.
know if you can see it from back there, but it's a goal. This one gives them an even bigger lead. Here we go. Palms it down nicely. It bounced
Free
straight into
kick,
his
mate.
hands as if he'd just called
No
a puppy with a
advantage.
whistle.
Bring it back.
Choose to kick it. The spilled ball is collected. Holding the ball
Holding
is
the
the
ball.
call. Sends it on its way. Gresham
Mark.
got under it.
Gresham. He's a smart guy, but he's got to keep a cooler head so
Hang
he can
him
make
up.
the right decisions more often. He boots it. He marks the
Mark.
ball. He kicks the ball.
Gathers the ball. Gets it away in the nick of time.
That's mine. Ball
Umpire
up.
not having a bar of that and signalling for a ball up. Palms it down nicely. Wood with the football. Gains possession.
Play on.
The loose ball scooped up. The spilled ball is collected. Out of bounds
That
near the
was
50.
Deliberate.
Goes towards half forward. Simply outplayed the opposition there. He chooses to play on.
Free kick.
Skinner
No
throws it
advantage.
clear as day.
Bring it back.
The opposition forgot about him, and he takes the easy mark. Gets boot to leather. He wins the
Hey, Mark.
contest. Chips it down towards half forward. Over the top of the pack. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines the shot up. It's going. Every footballer
behind.
scores better when he actually learns his capabilities. He'll be disappointed with that effort. Looks like he's going to go long. He gets above the crowd.
Well, Port Melbourne haven't been able to set up many shots at goal, but I'm not sure that's the forward's fault. The ball has been coming in way too slow. You can't expect your forward to kick a winning total that way. It's through for a
One
point.
behind.
It's not the score he was looking for. The contest,
Hey,
no
Mark.
match for him. Send the top in, big fella. Good mark on
Hey,
the
Mark.
run. Trims the grass with that one. Takes that one
Mark.
strongly. Works it across the ground. Anderson gets
Mark.
the upper hand. Goes up the line. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark.
Patton is a great mark on the lead, but he can sometimes get worked under the ball in the contest. If he can lift his overhead capability, he will be
Hey,
a star.
Mark.
Skinner plays on.
Great grab. Gets boot to leather. He takes an
Mark.
uncontested mark. Ground control to Major Tom. Burton was surrounded. He needed to mark it, and he did. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines the shot up. He holds his breath. He'd like that
Out
one
on the
again.
full.
It was a shocker off the boot. The ball goes over the line and out of play. Kicked in a flurry. Great mark under pressure. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger, so they tell me. 45 metres out. Close call,
clear.
but it's just made it for a score. He's bagged a couple now. They're starting to stamp their dominance on this game. Takes possession. He gains possession. Sends it into the open paddock. He gives the ball away.
Advantage. Bring it back.
The first quarter is coming to a
That's a free
close.
kick.
Anderson
Bring it
throws
back.
the ball. Free kick. Choose to kick it. A great effort. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. He has no trouble grabbing that one. Richo, how did you see the opening quarter?
Port Melbourne need to think about making some changes before the game is lost. They should think about moving some forwards up to the stoppages, around the ground to congest the area and prevent the dominance we're seeing at the moment.
Time to check the stats. Richo.
Kicking is one of the most essential skills in football, and Port Melbourne could put 64 on the board, which should...
The second quarter begins.
Obstacles are those fruitful things you see when you take your eyes off your goals.
Gets the loose ball. Gives it to the running man. He has no
Mark.
trouble grabbing that one. Sends it on its way. Great
Hey,
mark.
the mark.
Choose to kick it. Gresham
Hey,
marks
Mark.
it.
Gresham is a smart guy, but he's got to keep a cooler head so he can make the right
That's way
decisions
on.
more often. Wilson slams the ball to a boot. Strong mark
Mark.
there. Sending it on its way. The mark will be
That's the
paid.
mark.
Sends the Sharon on its way. Out of bounds it
That's
goes.
out.
The ball has been thrown in. Effective hit out there. He controls the bouncing ball. Wallace receives the ball. Gets a handball away. Grabs the footy. Nothing presenting. He fires it to an empty space. He collects the loose ball. Gresham, the better
Mark.
man there. Kicks beyond the wing. Great
Hey,
grab.
Mark.
Kicks it. Great mark.
Mark.
Goes by hand. He's racking up possessions. Burton was taken high. Burton setting his sights on the goals. 45 metres out. Shot by Burton. It's in the air. He'll be happy
Goal.
with that.
All clear.
That's his first. This lead getting bigger now. Bounce goes the ball. With the ball now. They can't seem to maintain possession. They simply handed it over. Great
Hey,
grab.
Mark.
Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. Wicked Witch
Go
add
clear.
one to their tally, and they stretch out their lead. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. With the ball now. Sends the ball out into space. Wow, what a nose for those loose balls. Chips it down towards half forward. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. Patton has it. Let's have the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Jams it on the boot. Be
Hey, Mark.
decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. Nice hands. 45 metres out. He's kicking on about 45 degrees from here. It's been intercepted by the opposition. Hits the running man. The ball finds its way into the grateful clutches of the opposition. Lobs the handball. Choose to kick it. Off the ground. They can't seem to maintain possession. They simply handed it over. A chance to add one more to his tally. Goal. When he's on song, he sings a very good song. A second goal in the bag. He's putting on a masterclass with goals like that. He's enjoying that goal and a brief... Methodically, the umpire bounces it beautifully. Clean tap out of the ruck. He has the ball.
No
Gresham
damage. Bring it
throws
back.
the ball. Free kick. Anything that goes that far needs a stewardess. Hands
Hang
like
them
dinner
up.
plates. Let's have the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Thumps the pigskin. Wilson with
Hang
the
them
mark.
up.
Wicked Witch have just been so dominant in the marking contests, and it's given them the perfect platform to kick a winning
That's the
score.
mark.
Sending it on its way. A great mark under pressure. Patton, with the kick, just wasn't able to grab it cleanly. He manages to intercept the bouncing ball. Just wasn't able to grab it cleanly. Gets the loose ball.
Gets boot to high. Almost a touch of
That's the
synchronized swimming about that mark, minus the peg. Jams it on the boot now. The loose ball picked up. He gets his hands on the footy. The spilled ball is collected. It goes down in the tackle. Off the ground. She's running hot, Richo.
Yes, super work from him in this match, Dennis.
Gresham picks it up, tackled, but gets the handball off. Bump by Burton. Off the ground. He gets his hands on the footy. Well, yes, he is a bully, but he's not a mean bully. He's more a teacher, the kind of guy who'd take your lunch money and invest it for you. Gathers the ball, hand passes. Gets boot to high, and the mark will be
Hang 'em up.
paid. Kicks. Over the top of the
That's the
pack.
mark.
Sends it on its way. Great mark.
Mark.
Boots it. Nice mark
Mark.
under pressure. A rushed kick. A big run to take that mark. Anything that goes that far needs a stewardess. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Kicks towards the middle of the ground. And the mark will be
Hang the mark.
paid. Goes by hand. Going for goal number 2. That kick has gone well wide and hit the point post on the full. Free kick. Rattled the woodwork on the full. Free kick. He's like he's on a tightrope at the moment. Look at that fancy footwork.
Aye.
Burton, urged on by the crowd, prepares to kick. 45 metres out. Going for goal number 2. Has it got the carry? Chalk up a
Oh,
goal
all
for
clear.
Wicked Witch. All is in readiness. The bounce is straight as an arrow. He has the ball. Lobs the handball.
It's a free
Skinner
kick.
to Wex. He shows
Advantage,
the quick
play on.
hands. Wilson kicks towards the forwards. Couldn't hold on to the mark. It's impossible to outplay an opponent you can't
No
outthink.
chance.
Think about that.
Ball up.
Ward made the awkward bounce look easy. He's got great hands. Out of nowhere, the ball shoots out of the pack. Going for goal number 1. Slots
Goal.
it.
All
This lead
clear.
getting bigger now. All is in readiness. A dead straight bounce. Wow, what a nose for those loose
In the back.
balls. Burton launches it. The loose ball picked up. He gives the ball away. Quick hands find the running player. Dishes it off by hand. Head down now as he goes in for the goal. Wicked Witch beginning to apply their supremacy on the scoreboard with a lead of 65
That's a
to 8.
mark.
I would have expected him to nail that. Great
Mark.
grab. Kicks it. Wallace wins the
Mark.
marking contest. Wallace sends one up towards the wing. Great
Mark.
mark. Jams it on the boot. Hands like dinner plates. Kicks towards the middle of the ground. He has space
Mark.
for an easy mark. Kicks it. Pointless attempt by Skinner. The bouncing ball is controlled. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. Oh, he's given that Torp an almighty thump. It goes through for a
Clear.
behind.
One behind.
That's one area of his game that does need
Out of
improvement.
bounds.
The umpire has released the ball. First hand's important. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Strong
Mark.
mark. Jams it on the
That's
boot.
unacceptable.
Hang
50
them up.
meters.
Sends the Sharon on its way. Snatches at it and drops it. He's as twitchy as a frog in a blender. He gets his hands on the footy. Pierce kicks
Out
it out of
on the
bounds
full.
on the full. The ball goes out of bounds. Gets the kick out of the defensive 50. Ward with the mark.
Ward is the heart and soul of this footy club. I don't think he'll be going anywhere anytime soon. Wilson, with
Mark.
real good use of the body. He hand passes it. He shanked that. What are you doing, son? He puts power behind that kick. He can't bring that mark down.
A lot of possessions for him.
Nice
Wicked
one.
Witch
All
had
clear.
one to their tally. This one gives them an even bigger lead. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The ball is bounced. Scoops up the ball. He gets a kick out of the pack.
That's
A free kick
No
paid
advantage,
for some
bring it back.
off-ball trouble. Short one in the back pocket. He sneaks
Mark.
away for an uncontested mark. Stabs the ball. An easy grab
That's a
for
mark.
Ward. Spears a low ball. Stuck the mitts
That's
out
a
and
mark.
held on to it. Kicked by Patton. Stuck the mitts
Mark.
out and held on to it. Richo, do you rate him for this kick?
Not a chance, Dennis.
That ball's travelling. Oh, that was a brave
Clear.
shot. Good goal. He'll be happy with goal number 2. The lead has been increased. The bounce is dead straight. Takes possession. The ball picked up. He seems to have the ball on a string, Richo.
He's using the ball
Mark.
superbly, Dennis.
Sends it on its way. Nice
Mark.
hands.
Patton's got a decent leap on him, but there's still some room for improvement. Nice bit of power then. That's a nice,
That's a
strong
mark.
mark. Sending it on its way, the mark will be
Mark.
paid. No doubt in the
50
umpire's
metres.
mind there at all. Free kick.
Port Melbourne get the scoreboard ticking over with that goal. You've heard the expression shooting fish in a barrel. Well, this is shooting fish in a fish market. The ball has been bounced. Effective hit out there is in his possession. He's a long kick. It's like he has the ball on a string. Gets a handball away towards the man on the run. He picks up the loose ball. Gets boot to Hyde. Goes
Play
short
on.
with a hand pass.
It's
He
in
was
the back.
pushed.
No advantage. Bring it back.
Shoots off the handball. Just in time with that kick. He takes control of the loose ball. Burton puts the ball in the hands of fate. Wow, what a nose for those loose balls. He's getting accustomed
Nice
to kicking
one.
goals. Wicked Witch with a handy break, leading the Borough 84 to 14. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. The ball is bounced. Good fist. Scoops up the ball. He scoops the ball off the ground. Skinner runs past and gets the ball. Port Melbourne
Out
get
on
the
the
free
full.
kick as it goes out on the full. And the ball goes over the boundary line, close to goal. Jams it on the
Free
boot.
kick, mate.
Ward will
No
get the
advantage,
free.
Bring it back.
Boots it. And the ball goes over the boundary near the
Out
50.
of bounds.
Gets boot to leather. Great mark over the pack. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. 40 metres from home. All eyes are watching.
All
Score
clear.
for Wicked Witch. They're starting to stamp their dominance on this game. Look at that bounce. With the ball
Too
now.
high.
Pierce feeds it wide. The loose ball picked up. Sneaks the ball away in time. Send the top in, big fella. So well
Hang the
timed.
mark.
Handball short. Going for goal number 1. The kick just
Goal.
clears the
Goal
line for a goal. He sinks his first goal.
Pierce has his feet firmly on the ground and is just a great leader around the club.
The Ruckmen steal themselves
Aye.
before the bounce. Burton delivers the ball forward. No good.
One behind.
Wicked Witch by 83.
Lay on.
It's not the score he was looking for. Great
Hang
mark.
the mark.
Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger, so they tell me. Going for goal number 1. All eyes are watching. Sends it home with a
Goal.
mighty kick. That's his first. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Pierce with the ball has clearly been shopping at Clangers or Us. Anything that goes that far needs a stewardess. You've seen a half now, Richard. Your thoughts?
The important thing is to keep your noses in front, but I get the feeling Wicked Witch may be fighting to stay there in the second half.
Let's take a look at the stats, Richo.
The handball stats show that the two teams are fairly even, with Port Melbourne on 40 and Wicked Witch on 25.
Hadn't thought of it quite like that, Richo. It's half time, and no doubt the coach will want to have a. We're back for the third term.
There are only two options regarding commitment. You're either in or you're out. There is no such thing as life in between.
Skinner comes in like a wrecking ball. Probing kick inside the 50. That kick has gone well wide and hit the point post on the full. Free kick. He's hit the behind post on the full. Free kick. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Clears now. Marked by
Hang the mark.
Ward. Gets boot to leather.
It's a free kick.
A free kick
No
paid
advantage,
for some
bring it back.
off-ball trouble. Gets boot to leather. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. As Darren Hinch would say, shame,
That's a
shame,
mark.
shame.
Port Melbourne haven't taken many marks inside their 50. They need to be more aggressive
Lay
and
on.
create some room, or they'll find themselves far too behind on the
Hang the
scoreboard.
mark.
Puts boot to ball.
Good mark on the
That's a
run.
mark.
Nice drop punt. Nice mark there. Boots it. Not sure what he was trying to attempt there, but the ball has changed possession. Wicked Witch with a handy break, leading the Borough 109 to 14. He's got the footy in his hands. A favourable bounce. Sends it on its way. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. Goal! He's enjoying himself right now. He's smiling like the only shark at a shipwreck. And that puts them further in front. With the ball now. Patton has it.
Mark.
Bumps the pigskin. He has space for an easy mark. Jams it on the boot now. He's no oil painting, but look at him climbing the pack like a pop-up toaster. It's in the air. What a goal from a mammoth
clear.
kick. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckmen unleash. The bouncing ball is controlled. Anderson intercepts it, chooses to kick it.
That's a free kick.
A free kick paid
No
for some
advantage.
off-ball
Bring
trouble.
it back.
Bumps the pigskin. Almost a touch
Hang
of
him up.
synchronised swimming about that mark, minus the
Go
peg.
it,
No
Daddy.
questioning whether
Bring
the
it
Borough
back.
can take a mark. I think everyone has seen enough
Mark.
cheap marks taken out there. The Borough need to start
Hang 'em
kicking
up.
more direct for goal. He opts
That's
to
play
play on.
on.
He hand passes it.
Now he wants it back. Takes control of the bouncing
Aye.
ball. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. 50 metres from home. That was a huge
was a goal.
kick. Malcolm Blight would be happy with that one. Wicked Witch with the advantage as they lead the Borough 121 to 20. The ball is bounced. He gains possession. Is in his possession.
That's mine. Ball up.
First hand's important. Gresham comes away with the ball. Tackled, but gets the handball
Aye.
off. Send the top in, big fella. He collects the loose ball. Slots it.
all
That's
clear.
number 3. This kick stretches the lead. Methodically, the umpire bounces it beautifully. He's got the footy in his hands. Anderson with the football. She's running hot, Richo.
Yep, Dennis, he's a class act.
He'll get a free for that
tackle.
tackle. Far too high. Lobs the handball. No contest for that mark. 15 metres out. He chooses to play on. Going for goal number 3.
Hit the post.
Wicked
1 point.
Witch over Port Melbourne by 108.
Lay on.
That's one area of his game that does need
That's
improvement.
deliberate.
He plays
Out of
on with a
bounds.
little kick. Really butchered that kick, didn't he, Richo?
That's just a waste of a kick there.
That's a ball
Ball
up.
up call. Good fist. Burton sticks out his hands and collects the ball. Hits the running man.
Fine. Ball up.
Tap to advantage. He's got the football now. As Darren Hinch would say, shame,
Only
shame,
1
shame.
point.
Wicked Witch leads by 109. Disappointing kick there. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark, minus the peg. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Would you back him in from here, Richo?
He's a fair way out, Dennis. It'll test him.
Burton
All
did well
clear.
then. Wicked Witch have scored the last 3 goals. Wicked Witch in front.
Burton has some great leadership skills, and leadership is about getting other players involved and being able to take it as well as dishing it out. The only way you're going to get respect from your teammates.
Mark.
Jams it on the boot. Gresham couldn't hang on to the ball. Right now he looks like a
Holding
man
the
in a
ball.
darkened room trying to discover where all the furniture is. Marked by
Hang 'em
Skinner.
up.
Skinner has a lot of passion for this game. You can see it every time he steps onto the field.
the
He's
mark.
an inspiration to all players around him. He gets it under
That's a
pressure.
mark.
He gets boot to the ball. He marks
That's
the
a
ball.
mark.
He hand passes it.
Cleanly picked up. He's got the footy in his hands. Like the song says, don't you just need someone to shove? Skinner with the torpedo. The loose ball picked up. He smashes and bashes it. He has the ball. He's running hot, Richard.
He's
No
using the
advantage,
ball
bring it back.
superbly, Dennis.
Gresham feeds it wide. Wilson gets
Hang 'em
the
up.
upper hand.
Wicked Witch have been dominant in the air and they're marking everything. The Borough need to stop trying to outmark
It's a
Wicked
free
Witch and
kick.
just get a fist into the contest. He decides
Let's
to play
play
it
on.
on. He gets boot to the ball. He drops the mark. He's intercepted it. He takes possession. He boots it. He takes a strong mark.
Puts boot to ball. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Kicks it. Oh, you can
Hang him
really
up.
tell he loves taking a contested mark. He sneaks away for an uncontested mark. Sends it on its way. Strong mark. Let's hope the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. He's a long way from home, but he's a chance. It's an understatement to say they really need
All
this
clear.
one. You've heard the expression shooting fish in a barrel. Well, this is shooting fish in a fish market. Gresham with the ball. Shoots off the handball.
It's a free kick.
No advantage. Bring it back.
It's a free kick.
Jams it on the boot. Great grab. Slams it on the boot. A great effort. Works it across the ground. He wins the contest. Distance could be the problem. Having a big day, going for goal number 4. Sends it home with a mighty kick. He's kicked his 4th. They're starting to stamp their dominance on this game. The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Good fist is in his possession. Not a very good kick. Hands like dinner plates. With the quick hands. Sends it on its way. Hands like dinner plates.
The Borough have taken plenty of marks, but they haven't converted enough into goals. That's why they find themselves trailing. He boots it. The ball bounced to the advantage of the opposition. The mark will be paid. Sending it on its way. Strong mark there.
Bumps the pigskin. The bigger the shove, the bigger the love. Chip kick along the wing. I reckon my mum could have caught that in a penny. The ball's come out of the pack like a chocolate bar from a slot machine. Nice hands. Lobs the handball. Burton has had plenty of it, Richo.
Yep, Dennis, he's a class act.
He gains possession. Hands like dinner plates. My goodness, the wee ball has gone so high there'll be snow on that one when it comes down. Wilson collects it. Handballs. Choose to kick it. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. She's running hot, Richo.
Yes, he's giving 100% right now.
Gains possession.
Holding
you've
the
got to
ball,
move
lad.
faster than that. Holding the ball. Spears a low ball. He takes an uncontested mark. Nice drop punt. Takes that one strongly.
When you look at the set shots at goal, there just aren't enough scoring opportunities being created. Get the ball inside 50 and give your forwards a chance to mark. That the Borough forwards are dangerous anywhere inside 50, they just need to be given a shot.
I would have expected him to nail that. Jams it on the boot now. He gets tackled as he hands it off. He's heading for home. He's missed it. Wicked Witch over. Port Melbourne by 117.
That's a mark.
Disappointing kick there. Jams it on the boot now. A solid mark from Burton. Now do you think he can kick this one, Richo?
I don't think he can do it, Dennis.
Great grab. Lining up the goal now. 15 metres out. 20 metres from home. The 45-degree shot is not too hard. He just has to keep his cool. He kicks it gun barrel straight. 6 goals makes him a candidate for best on ground in this game. They're starting to stamp their dominance on this game. He has clearly been shopping at Clangers or us. Send the torp in, big fella. Strong mark. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. 65 metres
Out on the
out. Kicking
full.
from about a 30-degree angle here. And the ball goes over the boundary line, close to goal. Sends the Sharon on its way. Nice hands. Puts boot to ball. Nice mark
Pretty
there.
stupid, mate. 50.
Jams it on the boot now. Hands like dinner plates. Inside 50 now. Mark.
Hang the mark.
Moves it quickly by hand. Really butchered that kick, didn't he, Richo?
That was an absolute shocker.
He gets the hand pass. He's had lots of touches this match. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. It's going. The goal eludes him just wide of the target. I would have expected him to nail that. Gets the kick out of the defensive 50. Marked by Patton.
Patton told me recently that he really loves playing for this club, and you can really see it in his attitude on the field. I think he's going to play for this club for a long, long time. He takes possession. Pierce. Wonderful goal. Wicked Witch lead.
The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Controlled by Burton. Lucky bounce collected. Approaching the goals now. Skinner gets the goal from a long way out. This one gives them an even bigger lead. A dead straight bounce. Gains possession. The ball is thumped towards goal by Skinner. He's missed it. Wicked Witch in front. It's not the score he was looking for. You look for a quick option here. A pinpoint pass is the key. He picked it up off the ground. Sends the ball out into space. Boots it. A favourable bounce. He's had lots of touches this match. Wicked Witch with a healthy gap on the scoreboard, leading the Borough 164 to 26. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. Nice
That's a
hands.
mark.
Wallace sends one up towards the wing. He collects the loose ball. Gresham gains possession. Takes it well.
Mark.
Kicks hurriedly. No one troubling him there. There's the siren for the end of the third quarter. The scores at Wicked Witch 164 to Burrick 26.
They call it the Premiership quarter, and Wicked Witch made the most of their momentum, well and truly swinging it their way. I can't wait to see if they can maintain it in the last.
Let's go to Richo now and take a look at the stats.
You can barely split these two teams when it comes to possession, with the stats at 52% to 48%.
The final quarter, and it should be most enjoyable.
You and your opponent want the same thing. The only thing that matters is who works the hardest for it.
The loose ball scooped up. With no time to spare, he gets the ball away. Going for goal number 2. All eyes are watching. That'll be brought up
Out
by
on
the
the
coach at
ball.
training. Out of bounds it goes. Short one in the back pocket. Look at the
Hang him up.
concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. 40 metres from home. He's getting accustomed to kicking goals. Score for Wicked
clear.
Witch. That's his third. He's doing his job out there. This one gives them an even bigger lead. Takes possession. With the ball now. It's like he has the ball on a string. Pierce on the ball at the moment. Hits the running man. With no time to spare,
play
he
on.
gets the ball away. The
Ball
umpire
up.
will give us another ball up. Deftly palmed to advantage. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Inside 50 now. He has no trouble grabbing that one. Bumps the pigskin. Great mark.
That's a mark.
Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. Jams it on the boot. Strong
That's a
mark.
mark.
The ball goes out of
Out on
bounds
the
on the
full.
full. Out of bounds near the 50. Kicks. Takes it well.
Mark.
Boots it. Has he?
Hang
Yes,
him
he's
up.
paid it.
Wicked Witch are dominating in the air, and the scoreboard reflects it. He boots it. He grabs
Hang
it.
the mark.
He boots it. It's a mark.
Mark.
Passes by hand.
Goal to
Goal,
Port Melbourne.
all clear.
What a timely goal. There's the bounce. Is in his possession. Penetrating hand pass. Skinner with clean hands for a difficult bouncing ball. Hey, come on, that post has feelings too. I would have expected him to nail that. Looks like he's going to go long. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines this shot up. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. 35 metres out. A set shot on a 30-degree angle. Skinner collects. The ball came out of the pack like a wet salmon. Head down now as he goes in for the goal. Marks.
That's a mark.
A lovely drop punt. Nice work from Burton. Let's have the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. 50 metres out. All eyes are watching. A magnificent
Goal
kick right through the middle. Goal number 5 for Burton.
Burton has some great leadership skills, and leadership is about getting other players involved and being able to take it as well as dishing it out.
Mark.
The only way you're going to get respect from your teammates.
It was all
That's a
his.
mark.
Straight down the field. He had his eye on the
That's
ball
a
all the
mark.
way and took the mark well. He
Nice
opts to
play
play
on.
on. Gets boot to hide. Takes it well. Played
Nice
on.
play on.
Sends the ball out into space. Sends it into the open paddock. Border Control will be keen to look at this trafficking. Hits the running man. She's running hot, Richo.
Yes, he's had it again, Dennis. He just seems to be
Holding the
everywhere
ball.
tonight.
Boots it. Ward, the better man
That's a
there.
mark.
Sends it on its way. Patton gets the mark without contest.
The Burrick haven't taken many marks
That's a
inside
mark.
their 50. They need to be more aggressive and create some room, or they'll find themselves far too behind on the
That's a
scoreboard.
mark.
Pierce boots it. It's a mark.
Mark.
He plays
Let's
on.
play on.
Gresham
Hold the
brought him
ball.
down, holding the ball. Puts boot to ball. He gets it under pressure.
Boots it. A great
Mark.
effort. Boots it. Nice mark
Mark.
under pressure. The umpire calls
Advantage, play on.
advantage. Nice mark under pressure. Picture perfect drop punt. Wins the hardball.
Anderson has an elite ability to elevate off the ground. He kicks the ball. That's a mark.
Mark.
He boots it. Good
That's a
mark.
mark.
He gets boot to the ball. Good
Hang the
mark.
mark.
He gets boot to the ball.
Skinner gets it on the bounce. That ball is becoming a yo-yo for him. It keeps coming back. Gains possession. Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop punt. Free kick
50.
going to Gresham. He steadies now in front of goal. 30 metres from home. Well, if you could hand pick a position, this is it. Straight in front of the goals. The Borough add one to their tally. Lots of time left to play. The margin might be a little too big, though.
Gresham told me recently that he really loves playing for this club, and you can really see it in his attitude on the field. I think he's going to play for this club for a long, long time.
The ball spills to Skinner. The loose ball picked up by Patton. Nice hands. That came off the boot with huge power. He has to hold on to those. Burton has been violating the golden rule of kindergarten. He's not playing well with others. Gathers the ball. Was that a throw? I think it was. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger, so they tell me. Well, if you could hand pick a position, this is it. Straight in front of the goals. I don't know if you can see it from back there, but it's a goal. Bounce straight down. Wilson with the football. He grabs it on the run. Sends it on its way. Cleanly picked up. He comes down and the ball spills loose. Has it now. He has the ball. He's got the footy in his hands. Takes possession. Just fell through. 4 goals and he's got it on a string. This lead getting bigger now. Clean tap out of the ruck. With the ball now. He gets a kick out of the pack. Burton looking to make them pay for that turnover. Takes control of the bouncing ball. Slams it on the boot. Strong mark by Ward.
The Borough just aren't running for each other and creating any space to work into.
kick, mate.
And as a result, they haven't been able to earn many shots
advantage.
inside
Bring
50.
it back.
He gets boot to the ball. That's a mark.
Mark.
Wilson passes it.
Gets it away in the nick of time. Takes control of the bouncing ball. He's had lots of touches this match. Penetrating hand pass. The bigger the shove, the bigger the love. Can he kick it from here, Richo?
This angle will test him, I reckon, Dennis.
35 metres out. A set shot on a 45-degree angle. Wicked Witch nailing the coffin shut. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Gains possession. Nicely intercepted by Anderson. He gathers the loose ball. He gains possession, finding the running player.
Ball up.
We get a ball up on the wing. Gains possession. That's holding the ball. He did have prior opportunity. Slams it on the boot. Skinner,
Hang
the
him
better
up.
man there. Kicks it across the ground. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. Gresham over the top. Gets boot to leather. He gets above the crowd. Works it across the ground. Nice mark under pressure. Lobs the handball. Kicked at goal by Burton. Close call, but it's just made it for a score. Burton with goal number 6. Amazing. The lead has been increased.
Burton has super fast reaction time. He could catch an arrow.
He grabs it on the run. He's running hot,
him up.
Richard.
Well, Dennis, I just think he's having fun with them now.
Yet another possession. Wilson marks
Hang the
it.
mark.
Chips it down towards half forward. Nice work from Burton. He lays off the pass. He wins the contest. Jams it on the boot now. He takes an uncontested mark. Kicks it. Wallace couldn't hang on to the ball. He lays off the pass. It's impossible to outplay an opponent you can't outthink. Think about that. Nicely intercepted by Wilson. Is in his possession. He seems to have the ball on a string, Richo.
Yep, Dennis, he's a class act.
And he stepped over the boundary line. Good fist. He collects the loose ball. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. 45 metres out. Not the easiest of angles, this
Goal
one.
clear.
He's taking the shot from about 30 degrees. The bounce is dead straight. He gets his hands on the footy. Gresham cops it from behind. He plays on,
fly
stabs
on.
the ball. Nice mark under pressure. He lays off the pass. He's getting accustomed to kicking goals. A goal for
Goal.
Wicked
Goal
Witch.
clear.
A dead straight bounce. Good fist. Skinner comes away with the ball. Skinner, a massive kick off the boot. Nice mark there. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines this shot up. 45 metres out. He's looking to add another. That ball's travelling. A
Oh, clear.
magnificent kick right through the middle. The lead has been increased. Clean tap out of the ruck. He controls the bouncing ball. Moves it quickly by hand. And he's heading for home. A chance to add one more to his tally. He's having a ball.
Oh,
If you'll
clear.
excuse the pun, this kick stretches the lead. Here's the bounce. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing
High tackle.
ball. He plays on now. Kicks. Couldn't complete the mark. He controls the bouncing ball. Burton passes. They've conceded possession. With the ball now.
Push in the
He
back.
gains possession. Let's hope the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Just fell
clear.
through. They're starting to stamp their dominance on this game. The ruckmen steel themselves before the bounce. Knocks it down in front. He has the ball. With the ball now.
Bring it back.
Chips it down towards half forward. Burton has had plenty
He
of
is
it,
back.
Richo.
He's using the ball superbly, Dennis.
Burton, urged on by the crowd, prepares to kick. It's in the air. The huge kick
Goal
makes it
clear.
to the goals. Burton getting them further in front.
Burton can be forced onto any side and he's still just as competent.
That's a massive kick.
That's a free kick. No advantage. Bring it back.
Penetrating hand pass. Sharing is caring. A 1-2. Kicks it. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. Has he?
Hand
Yes,
mark.
he's paid it. He'll need a long-range boomer from here. All eyes are watching. That was a huge
clear.
kick. Malcolm Blight would be happy with that one. The bounce is straight as an arrow. With the ball now. Jams it on the boot now. Takes that one strongly. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. 45 metres out. It's in the air.
Out
He's
on
missed
the
a
ball.
lot. The ball over the line. Low kick. So well timed. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. Here he is going for goal number 7. Close call, but it's just made it for a score. He's on fire at the moment. 7 kicks of his have gone in. Anderson picks up the bouncing ball. Well, yes, he is a bully, but he's not a mean bully. He's more a teacher, the kind of guy who'd take your lunch money and invest it for you. Able to grab it on the half volley. He has a mighty kick of the footy. No good tackling him there, mate. There's nothing to damage. High tackle. A long kick there. He's no world beating, but look at him climbing the pack like a pop-up toaster. The Burrick woeful. More gaps in their team than a 7-year-old swan. How did you see the game, Richard?
Country's full of good coaches, but we shouldn't be blaming a coach for this result. What it takes to win is a fun and interesting play, but I don't think any coach can turn these players around.
The winds begin to change. It's the sunset on the season's joy and pain.
The final score of this match.
Where the
Wicked Witch
heads
249
held
to
high,
Burrick 44.
our backs against the
That's
wall.
it for us. I will see you again, but not yet.
When the clock runs out, one side takes it all. We are the favorite sons. We take our places in the sun. We are the chosen few. We gave it all that we had to. We are the last ones standing. crowd screams out our names. When you fight for the flag, it's not just a game. We are the favorite sons. We take our places in the sun. We are the chosen few. We gave it all that we had to. We are the last ones standing. We are the last
You have no hope beating the Tigers.
Dennis Cometti here for this battle between Wicked Witch and the Tigers. Great to be back in Canberra, the world leader in the number of people around whom you shouldn't make a sudden move. Welcome to Manuka Oval. Accompanying me is Matthew Richardson.
How are you, Den? Today should be a good match.
Wicked Witch set to take on the Tigers in this exhibition match tonight.
We're from Tigerland. In any weather you will see us with a grin, risking head and skin. If we're behind, then never mind, we'll fight and win. For we're from Tigerland. We never weaken till the
The players are all eagerly awaiting the siren. The game is underway.
You don't always get what you wish for, you get what you work for.
Tapped by Nankervis. Pierce has the ball. Going for goal number 1. He holds his breath. He kicked that
Out
one
on
like
the
my
ball.
wife would. And the ball goes over the boundary line, close to goal. Rance kicks hard along the boundary line. Good mark by Asbury. Kicks it. Marks.
Hey, Mark.
Grimes sends one up towards the wing. Caddy gets the upper hand. Kicks it across the ground. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Not a pretty drop punt, but it gets away okay. Intercepted. The loose ball scooped up. Rance gets the ball. No, that's just giving the ball away. He's got the footy in his hands. He'd like that
Out
one
on
again.
the
It
full.
was a shocker off the boot. And the ball goes out of bounds. Choose to kick it. McIntosh looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one.
McIntosh, he's creative with his game. He always makes an appearance on the highlight reel. He slams that on the boot.
Dances around the boundary line. Sweeping handball. He picked it up off the ground. Gains possession. Scoops up the ball. The loose ball scooped up. Lobs the pass. Anderson with the torpedo. A great effort. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. That ball's travelling. Boots it. Takes that one strongly. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. 40 metres from home. He's kicking on about 45 degrees from here. The ball is bounced. Nankervis really gets onto this one. He's got the football now. The spilled ball is collected. As Darren Hinch would say, shame, shame, shame. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger, so they tell me.
All clear.
Wicked Witch have the early lead. It's always a good sign. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Huge leap. Skinner onto the ball. Gains possession. The loose ball scooped up. He picked it up off the ground. Sweeping handball. Prestiak with an easy mark. He hand passes the ball. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Dropped by Ellis. He's got the footy in his hands. Wow, what a nose for those loose balls. Caddy gets his man holding the ball. He'll get the free. Caddy boots it. Nice mark under pressure. Nankervis being paid a free there. Nankervis takes a shot. He'll be happy with that. The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce.
Nankervis, he's just a real workhorse in the ruck, and I reckon his teammates really appreciate his uncomplicated approach to the game. Pierce gains possession. His run-up looks promising. Oh, and he's missed.
It's not the score he was looking for. Almost a touch of synchronized swimming about that mark, minus the peg. Ellis grabs that one. Spears a low ball. The contest, no match for him. Picture perfect drop punt. Who was that to? They can't seem to maintain possession. They simply handed it over. Wicked Witch get the scoreboard ticking over with that goal. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Here's the bounce. Tap to advantage. Burton controls. He runs into the goal. Goes wide for a behind. Wicked Witch getting the fast start.
Play on.
He'll be disappointed with that effort.
Rance is someone you'd want to stand in front of. When he kicks, he really kicks it. Ellis receives the ball. Sending it on its way. Skinner gets the upper hand. Sending it on its way.
Goes up the line. It's been intercepted by the opposition. Pick up by Hooley. Umpire calls for the ball. Scoops up the bouncing ball.
Hit the
Oh
post.
no, you've got nothing but sympathy for a man who doesn't score.
Play on.
I would have expected him to nail
That's
that.
a mark.
That had some power behind it. A solid mark from Prestia. Kicks. Nice contested mark by Caddy.
Richmond have been able to take more marks out there, but most of these have been from playing possession footy. They need to start taking a few more risks out there. Cochin, not letting him get away. Wilson, with the football. Asprey grabs the ball on the bounce. Wilson kicks for goal. The ball's travelling. Wilson has slotted it through for a 6-pointer.
Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Bounce goes the ball. Nankervis hardly provided a challenge. Collected by Caddy. Cochin onto the ball. Thumps the pigskin. Griffiths takes the mark. Kicks. Great mark.
That's a mark.
Jams it on the boot now. The ball bounced to the advantage of the opposition. Lambert marks. Jams it on the boot. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. A monster kick will be required from here. Going for goal number 1. It goes through for a behind. He'll be disappointed with that effort. They may have no option but to kick it long up the middle right here. Edwards looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. Bumps the pigskin. That was all Wilson. Wilson kicks hard along the boundary line. Great grab. With the ball now. He grabs it on the run. Asprey has seen plenty of the footy. Is in his possession. A chance to add one more to his tally. Looks like he forgot to practice his kicking during the week, and the ball crosses over the boundary. Bumps the pigskin. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Ellis kicks it. Mark.
Caddy needs to work on his vertical leap because at times he can be found wanting when he's leaping for the ball. Martin spills it. Prestia with handball. Skinner scoops it up. Cochin with real good use of the body.
Works it across the ground. He shouldn't have bothered. Anderson delivers a nice bump for Nankervis. Has it now. Marked by Rioli.
Advantage.
He'll need his Saturday or Sunday best from here. Not the easiest of angles, this one. He's taking the shot from about 30 degrees.
All clear.
Richmond in trouble. The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. Both Rucks have a fair shot at this one. Nankervis decisively. Scoops up the ball. Works it across the ground. He collects the loose ball. Handballs from the tackle. Skinner doesn't waste that opportunity. Finding the running player. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Penetrating hand pass. Can you count that as a moral victory? It's not the score he was looking for.
It's time to roll the dice out there and see how the game might open up. Yes, Richmond might get hurt on the rebound, but I think more scoring opportunities will present themselves. Rance kicks it to himself, misses for a behind. Wicked Witch lead.
Disappointing kick there. Hooley has
Hey,
a great
mark.
set of hands. Fantastic mark. Nice mark
Mark.
there. Choose to kick it. And the mark will be paid. He chooses to play on.
That's a free
Not sure
kick.
what he was trying to
Advantage,
attempt
play
there,
on.
but the ball has changed possession. Slams it on the boot. Prestia gets the mark without contest. He has no trouble grabbing that one. Martin kicks hard along the boundary line.
Mark.
Sends the Sharon on its way. A great effort. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal in the side. Kicks it. Strong mark. Shot by Griffiths. And the risk
It's all
pays
clear.
off. Goal. Richmond won't be too nervous yet. They can still turn this around. The Ruckmen steel themselves before the bounce. Here we go. Nankervis hardly provided a challenge. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. The bouncing ball is controlled. He threaded the needle to get the handball out. Fails to dispose of it correctly.
Clear.
Wicked Witch by 16. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Good bounce.
Nankervis. He's creative with his game. He always makes an appearance on the highlight reel. Gets the loose ball. He lays off the pass, sending it on its way. He takes a strong mark. He lines it up with the goal. The ball's up. Sends it home with a huge kick.
That's 2 in a row for Wicked Witch. Wicked Witch in front. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. The bounce straight down. Nankervis with the first touch. Prestia, a good crummer. Caddy sends it to open space. Tackled by Gotcha. Tackled, but gets the handball off. Handball finds Lambert. Boots it. Trims the grass with that one. Anderson marks on the run.
He's got the evasiveness and the flashy tricks of a star. He takes the contested mark. He gets boot to the ball. Skinner with the mark. Oh, good hand skills there. He completely mistimes the kick.
Scoops up the ball. McIntosh gets the ball. Moves it quickly by hand. Rance feeds it wide. Takes that one strongly. Kicked by Prestia. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Griffiths launches it. Rioli marks
That's a
it.
mark.
40 metres from home. You'd back him from this position. Rioli tries his luck with a shot at goal. The Tigers has dropped more than 2 goals behind. The Ruckmen steel themselves before the bounce. And there's the bounce. Good tap from Nankervis. Gains possession. What a goal from a mammoth kick. Wicked Witch in front. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Big thump from Nankervis. Controlled by Caddy. Caddy feeds it wide. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Lloyd with a clinical drop punt. Good mark by Martin.
Well, the quality of disposal's been pretty soft out there, and that's enabled the Tigers to rack up the marks. The Tigers need to cut out these
Out on
junk
the
possessions and become more attacking.
Out of bounds, dangerous spot near the goal. Sends it on its way. Caddy marks.
Mark.
Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up.
That's
There'll be a free
No
kick here for
advantage.
something that
Bring it
obviously
back.
happened behind play. The ball goes over the line and out of play. The Ruckman hard at it. Tap to advantage. The ball is on the ground and it's picked up by Greek. They can't seem to maintain possession. They simply handed it over. Has it now. Jams it on the boot now. Strong
That's a
mark.
mark.
Nankervis takes a low stab
That's
kick.
a mark.
Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. Takes that one strongly.
Play on.
Martin has caught him for holding the ball. Gets boot to leather. Let's have a look at the stats.
Both teams are neck and neck for handball disposals. A tight contest out there, and the possession count really reflects that, with the percentage at 51% to 49%. Richmond have a firm grip of the ball when it comes to marking, with 39 on the board. Wicked Witch have a bit of catching up to do with only 19.
Cheers, Richard. The siren sounds for the second quarter.
Winning means you're willing to go longer, work harder, and give more than anyone else.
Free kick.
He takes control of the loose ball.
Advantage. Bring it back.
Rocketed long by Skinner. Going for goal number 1. Just
Goal,
fell
all
through.
clear.
That's his first. That's 2 in a row for Wicked Witch. Wicked Witch with a handy break, leading Richmond 53 to 25. Good bounce. Nankervis taps. Skinner somehow manages to get that ball out with all those players around him. He shouldn't have bothered. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. The bouncing ball is controlled.
Goal.
Wicked Witch lead Richmond. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Nankervis got the hit out, takes possession. Puts the head down as he runs in. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. Shot by Revolt. Fantastic goal by Revolt. That's his first. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Prestia picks up the bouncing ball. Anderson gets the ball. He grabs it on the run. Lucky bounce collected. Puts the head down as he runs in. He's rammed that one into the woodwork. Wicked Witch lead the Tigers 60 to 31. We'll be disappointed with that effort.
Richmond just aren't running for each other and creating any space to work
Mark.
into. And as a result, they haven't been able to earn many shots inside 50. He steadies now in front of goal. Rance with a strong mark. He lays off the pass. Asprey kicks the ball. It's a mark.
Hang the mark.
McIntosh slams it on the boot.
Hang
A
mark.
solid mark from Edwards.
He gets boot to the ball. Good mark.
Kicks. Great
Hang
grab.
mark.
Caddy, he's just a real slippery customer if you give him any
Mark.
space. Sending it on its way, and the ball crosses over the
Go ahead.
boundary. A good hit out there. Caddy knocks the ball out with that tackle. Hand passes to the running man.
Mine.
Well, it'll be a ball up right near the boundary line. One down by Nankervis. He gets his hands on the footy. He has the ball. Caddy runs past and gets the ball.
Ball up.
Umpire not having a bar of that and signalling for a ball up. Huge leap. A favourable bounce. Bumps the pigskin. Brigg wins the
Mark.
marking contest. Choose to kick it. He wins the contest.
Mark.
Lloyd putting some power behind that one. Wins the
Hang
hard
him, Mark.
ball. 50 metres from home. Slams it on the boot. Rioli has it. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Rioli pulls the trigger with the ball sailing for goal. Goal from a long way out by Rioli. He's giving it all he's got this match. That's number 3. A dead straight bounce. Grimes gets it on the bounce. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. That decision was like taking a beer to a job interview. Not a very good idea. Nankervis got a fist on it.
Ball up!
The umpire will ball it up. A lovely drop punt. Martin with the mark. Choose to kick it. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Prestiak finds his man on the move. He sneaks away for an uncontested mark. Free going the way of Lloyd. Let's hope the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. A goal for the Tigers. That's his first. They can still win from here. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Takes possession.
Free kick, mate.
The ball finds its way into the
Advantage.
grateful clutches of the opposition. Cochin with a perfect drop punt. Almost a touch of synchronized swimming about that mark, minus the peg. Nice mark there. Slams it on the boot. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. Edwards a long way out. The ball is hammered towards goal by Edwards. Football is not, never has claimed to be a fair game. He'll be disappointed with that effort. Wins the hard ball.
Wicked Witch bypassing their forward targets and having shots on the run with very few marks inside forward 50. He slams that on the boot. He grabs it, he plays on with it. McIntosh
Holding the
gets
ball.
in for holding the ball. Puts boot to ball. That's a mark.
That's a mark!
He's kicked it out on the full. Ball over the line. Jams it on the boot. A solid mark from Caddy. Low spearing kick. And the ball goes sailing out of bounds. It'll be the umpire's ball. The umpire's throw is a good one. Palms it down nicely. He gets his hands on the footy. He hand passes the ball. Skinner
Holding the ball.
ball as he's collected by McIntosh. Good drop punt by McIntosh. Edwards
Hang
takes
him
the
up.
mark.
Edwards got a really good footballing brain. He gets the upper
That's a
hand,
mark!
puts boot to ball. Good mark.
Mark.
He kicks the ball. A good
Mark.
contested mark there. He gets boot to the ball. He takes a strong mark.
Skinner shoots off the handball. Burton aiming for the goals. The ball picked up. Timely handball. Goal to
Goal clear.
Wicked Witch. That's his third. He's doing his job out there. This lead getting bigger now. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Burton is able to grab it on the half volley. Ellis takes advantage. With the ball now. Oh, that's just giving the ball away. The umpire wants to ball it up. Gains possession. Jams it on the boot now. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it.
Rance just has hands that are magical. He just takes the ball so cleanly. He gets boot to the ball. Really solid use of the body to outmark his opponent. He gets it under pressure. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up.
A chance to add one more to his tally. Chalk up a goal for Wicked Witch. This lead getting bigger now. The ball bouncing well. Grimes sticks out his hands and collects the ball. Gains possession. Prestiak finds his man on the move. Ball up in the centre square. Hit by Nankervis. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. It's impossible to outplay an opponent you can't outthink. Think about that. His kicking is unbelievable. Some people don't go that far for their holidays. There'll be a free kick here for something that obviously happened behind play. Great mark over the pad.
Prestiak's just a phenomenal mark. If I ever saw him drop one, I'll eat my hat. Rioli lining up with the goals, sending it on its way. Lambert taking aim. Lambert has a kick. It's going. He gets the behind.
One behind.
He'll be disappointed with that effort. Cleanly picked up. He passes just before he's taken down by Wilson. Strong mark. He hand passes the ball. They'll be happy with that. Wicked Witch beginning to apply their supremacy on the scoreboard with a lead of 78 to 45. Something has gone on behind play, and there will be a free kick. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Chips it down towards half forward. Nice contested mark by Prestia. Chips it down towards half forward. The mark is taken by Anderson. Handball short. Pressure didn't faze him. Kicks as cool as the other side of the pillar. He takes control of the loose ball. He opts to play on. That kick has covered a very long distance. Over the top of the pack. Sends the Sharon on its way. Marked by Caddy. Sends it on its way. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark.
Well, the quality of disposal's been pretty soft out there, and that's enabled the Tigers to rack up the marks. The Tigers need to cut out these junk possessions and become more attacking. They're falling behind. They must convert here. It's through for a point.
He'll be disappointed with that effort. The umpire says play on. No good tackling him there, mate. There's nothing to damage. High tackle. Clearing kick out of the defensive 50. Nice hands. He has a mighty kick of the footy. Nice work from Prestia. Kicks it. He shouldn't have bothered. Anderson sticks out his hands and collects the ball. He's had lots of touches this match.
The Tigers have taken plenty of marks, but they haven't converted enough into goals. That's why they find themselves trailing. He boots it. Strong mark there. Lambert kicks the ball. No one around troubling him there.
Distance could be the problem. Griffiths with a fairly straightforward shot for goal. Richmond get the scoreboard ticking over with that goal. You've heard the expression shooting fish in a barrel. Well, this is shooting fish in a fish market. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Nankervis with the hit, with the ball now. Approaching the goals now. He can't close the deal, and it's a point. Wicked Witch by 27. I would have expected him to nail that.
Play on.
Rance with the kick. Great mark. Let's have the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Sweeping handball. Burton kicks for goal. A goal for Wicked Witch. Wicked Witch by 33. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game.
Nankervis will give you a competitive contest in every hit-out, I can assure you of that. But the midfielders are going to have to work really hard to earn the centre clearances off his ruck work.
That's one area of his game that does need improvement.
Rance has a kicking ability to rival some of the old legends of the game. Grimes has the football. He slams that on the boot. Cochin with the ball. Puts boot to ball. Nankervis gets the upper hand. He kicks the ball.
The spilled ball is collected. It's like he has the ball on a string. Pierce is streaming past and gets the footy. Approaching the goals now. He gets his hands on the footy. He gains possession. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal in the side. 50 metres out. That ball's travelling. That's a goal. What a long kick. This one gives them an even bigger lead. The bounce, laser straight. Nankervis didn't even get close to that tap. With the ball now. He's tried to do too much with that kick. Out of bounds it goes.
Throw it in.
Here we go again. Punched by Nankervis. Takes control of the bouncing ball. Superb handball.
That's mine.
My ball, says the umpire. Knocks it down in front. Rance comes away with the ball. Caddy onto the ball. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. That decision was like taking a beer to a job interview. Not a very good idea. Kicks it. Great grab.
Mark.
Works it across the ground. Wins the hard ball. Time to check those stats.
Well, the scoreboard says they're winning, but you wouldn't have thought so looking at those stats.
Thank you very much, Richo. It's half time, which means everyone gets a break, even me. The crowd anxious. Let's get into the second half.
How you respond to the challenge in the second half will determine what you become after the game, whether you're a loser or a winner.
I'm lost for
All
words
clear,
after
1
that
point.
kick. Can you help me out, Richo?
You
Play
just
on.
cannot afford to miss shots like that.
Mark.
You'll be disappointed with that effort. Kicks. Cochin picks up the loose ball. Snicks the ball away in time. Unfortunately placed ball finds its way into the opposition's grasp. It grabs it on the run. Unfortunately placed ball finds its way into the opposition's grasp. Able to grab it on the half volley. Sends the ball to open space.
Ball up.
Ball up in the centre square. Big thump from Nankervis. Jams it on the boot now. He gets above the crowd. What do you think, Richo? Can he make this one?
He's a fair way out, Dennis. It'll test him.
Burton will need to give his feet a pep talk for this
All
kick.
clear.
Wicked Witch over. Richmond by 47.
Burton puts an incredible amount of power behind those kicks.
You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Deftly palmed to advantage, takes control of the bouncing ball, gains possession. Nankervis hand passes the ball to the runner going past, gets the ball out of heavy traffic. Brigg not covering much ground. The ball bounced to the advantage of the opposition. The ball being picked up before it makes its target. Rioli
All
with the
clear.
behind.
1 point.
You've heard the expression shooting fish in a barrel. Well, this is shooting fish in a fish market. It's not the score he was looking for. Wilson takes an uncontested mark.
Wicked Witch are having shots for goal on the run rather than looking to hit targets inside 50. And why
Let's play
shouldn't
on.
they when they have so many quality kicks in the team? Dishes it off to the running player, Rioli. Drops it. Gets the loose ball. He almost anticipated just where the pass was going and got there first.
The loose ball picked up. Choose to kick it. Asprey intercepts the bouncing ball. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Good drop punt by Greek. Marks.
That's a mark.
Goes by hand. He's able to thread a needle, and that kick comes out of the pack. 35 metres out. Lloyd chips it to the pocket. Free kick
Old
going to
bandage, bring it
Revolt.
back.
Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. 20 metres out. Revolt
Goal.
executes the goal well. All is in readiness. Good bounce. Bounces favourably for Burton. Big man does nicely.
Ball up.
Ball up in the centre square. Nankervis wasn't even close to that tap, and he'd be crazy to think that
Ball
type
up.
of effort will win any time soon. He's got the football now. He doesn't know the meaning of the word fear. In fact, it's fair to say he doesn't know the meaning of a lot of words. Ellis made the awkward bounce look easy. He's got
Mark.
great hands. Nankervis with a clinical drop pass.
Mark.
Works it across the
Advantage.
ground.
Play
Griffiths
on.
claims the ball. He kicks inside 50. Nice contested
Mark.
mark by Rioli. 30 metres out. Well, I think he
That's
came
unacceptable.
over the mark, and that's
50
going to be
metres.
50. Goal.
Goal.
That's 2 in a row for Richmond. Well, it helps with pride, but it doesn't do much as far as the scoreboard's concerned. Nankervis with the football. Anderson hand passes to space and hopes for the best. Scoops up the ball. Puts the head down as he runs in. The loose ball picked up. Lobs the handball. Anything that goes that far needs a stewardess. Nice work from
That's a
France. Sends it on its way.
Mark.
Asprey alone for the uncontested mark. Nice drop punt. Great
Mark.
grab. Thumps the pigskin. Takes it well.
Let's
He
play
opts
on.
to play on. Finding the running player. Going for goal number 3. Looks like he forgot
on
to
the
practice his
ball.
kicking during the week. The ball crosses the boundary. Slams it on the boot. The ball goes over the boundary in the
Deliberate.
pocket.
Out of bounds.
Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. A chance to add one more to his tally. He collects the loose ball.
That's mine.
Now
Ball
we've
up.
got a ball up. Nankervis, not even close to getting a hit out. He might have to take a leaf out of the Karate Kid and sweep the knee. Great mark over the pack. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body.
That was a goal.
Wicked Witch, bite 40. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. Here's the bounce. Nankervis punches it, is in his possession. He's got the football now, thumps the pigskin. So well timed. Goes by hand. He picks it up. Wow, do they need to score?
God.
Revolt scores with a beautiful kick. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Here we go. Nankervis got the hit out. The bouncing ball is controlled. He's had lots of touches this match. Great mark.
Mark.
Free kick
Free
for
kick,
Brantz. Brantz slams the ball onto his boot, trying to get it away as quickly as possible.
Hooley is good, but he doesn't always find that best option while in congestion. He takes a
Hang
strong
him up.
mark. Grigg boots it.
Free kick, mate. No advantage. Bring it back.
He gets boot to the ball. He handballs it. Ball comes out as he goes down. Skinner picks it up. Puts boot to ball. He can't bring that mark down. He manages to intercept the bouncing ball. Puts boot to ball. He wins the contested mark.
Lobs the handball. He kicks it
All clear.
gun barrel straight. That's his third. He's doing his job out there. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. A dead straight bounce. Skinner on the ball at the moment. Jams it on the boot now. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. He's missed the goal. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. Nice work from
That's a
Caddy.
mark.
Sends the Sharon on its way.
McIntosh needs to do a little bit more work on his jumping. He can get some good height, but it's the timing that's not quite there. He hand passes it. He heads into home. That's a mark.
mark.
He lines it up with the goal.
Going for goal number 3. Chalk up a goal for Wicked Witch. 3 goals so far. Well done. This one gives them an even bigger lead. The bounce, laser straight. Gains possession. Burton on the ball at the moment. Let's hope the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Burton unloads one towards goal. What was that?
Out
The
on
ball
the
crosses the
ball.
line. Low kick. And the mark will be paid. Asprey with the kick. Hands like
That's the
dinner
mark.
plates. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. All eyes are watching. He's missed the
Out
lot.
on the
Ball goes
full.
over the line and out of play. Rand's keeping calm, and he kicks the ball
Mark.
out of the 50. Gets boot to leather. Caddy marks. Slams it on the boot. Nice contested mark by Prestia. Gets boot to Hyde. A solid mark from Rioli. Boots it. Good mark on the run. Lambert in no hurry as he prepares for the kick. Sends it on its way. Nice work from Griffiths.
Griffiths really wears his heart on his sleeve. Griffiths kicks for goal. It's going.
All clear.
Richmond
One behind.
still with some work to do to catch up to Wicked Witch.
It's not the score he was looking for. And the mark will be
Let's play
paid.
on.
He's elected to play on. Has it now. He's running hot, Richard.
I can't believe it, Dennis. He just keeps surprising us up here in the commentary box.
The spilled ball is collected. Nothing presenting. He fires it to an empty space. It's like he has the ball on a string. Hooley is streaming past and gets the footy. Great mark.
The Tigers have been able to take more marks out there, but most of these have been from playing possession footy. They need to start taking a few more risks out there. Gets it off the ground. Head down, going for goal. He handballs it. He's got the ball out even when being tackled. Rance hands over the ball.
He steadies now in front of goal. 40 metres from home. It's going. Gets the distance. That's number 2. They're starting to stamp their dominance on this game. Nankervis gets onto the ball. Kicks to the attacking 50. He collects the loose ball. He scoops the ball off the ground. You can see that happening right after it left his boot. Wicked Witch starting to exert some dominance over Richmond with the lead at 125 to 72.
Let's play on.
Disappointing kick there. He may just play onto himself here. The options are few and far between at the moment. Footy is like a chain. You always have to work on the
Danny,
weakest
play on.
links. He spills the mark. A short handball. The ball bounced to the advantage of the opposition. Goes short with a hand pass. A chance to add one more to his tally. Gets the behind.
1 point.
He'll be disappointed with that effort.
Well, fortune favours the brave. It's time the Tigers stopped playing safe with their possession and took the game on. He wins the contested mark.
The bounces straight up and down. Tap to advantage. Prestia with the football. Sends it on its way. Nice hands.
It's clear that Wicked Witch have been practicing their marks during the week. They've racked up plenty
Holding
of
the
catches,
ball.
contested or not, and it's showing on the scoreboard. Caddy wins the contested ball. He slams that on the boot. Grigg takes the uncontested mark, puts boot to ball. Lloyd gets the upper hand.
A chance to add one more to his tally. A good mark under the circumstances. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. 15 metres out.
Rewalt puts on his kicking boots and instantly has the ability to win a game off his own boot.
Nankervis runs past and gets the ball. She's running hot, Richo.
Well, Dennis, I just think he's having fun with them now.
Yet another possession. The ball crosses the line. The Rucks are going at it. Nankervis. Try swinging your purse next time. Rich coming from a guy wearing makeup. He'll be happy with that. Wicked Witch by 10 goals. Here's the bounce. Good fist. Anderson is able to grab it on the half volley. Holds it too long. It's going to be a free. Jams it on the boot now. Great mark.
Grigg's just a real slippery customer if you give him any space. Kept his composure then. Passes by hand. He hands it out to space. He hand passes it.
Nicely intercepted by Rance. Whack. Have that, mate. He shows the quick hands. Can you count that as a moral victory? Wicked Witch lead the Tigers 139 to 78.
That's play on.
Disappointing kick there. The kick just clears the line for a goal. He's kicked his fourth. They increase their lead. Clean tap out of the ruck. He gathers the loose ball.
Free
Cochin has the
No
ball.
advantage. Bring it back.
He opts to play on. Jams it on the boot now. Pierce gets
Mark.
the upper hand. He picked it up off the ground. Hits the running man. Hooley with no other option but to put it to the empty space. Wow, what a nose for those loose balls. Goes short with a hand pass. Intercepted. Let's take a look at the stats, Richo.
If you look at the statistics, Richmond looks the goods. Unfortunately, they're not so good looking on the scoreboard.
Thanks, Richo. It's almost over now.
Pain is temporary. It may last a minute, an hour, or a day, or a year. But eventually it will subside and something else will take its place. If you quit, however, it will last forever.
Burton is
Behind.
red hot, but his goal kicking is simply room temperature.
Mark.
I would have expected him to nail that. Has it got the carry?
Goal.
Wicked Witch and nailing the coffin shut. Here's the bounce. Effective hit out there. Skinner onto the ball. It's like he has the ball on a string. Misses the goal and goes
1
through for a
point.
behind.
Let's play on.
I would have expected him to nail that. A solid mark from Greek. Boots it. Almost a touch
Hey,
of
Mark.
synchronized swimming about that mark, minus the peg. Ellis there to mop it up. Grimes with the running catch. He controls the bouncing ball. He scoops the ball off the ground. He's a long kick. Takes that one strongly.
Skinner doesn't even break stride when gathering the loose ball, just clean hands. Asprey,
Hang
with
him up.
beautiful hands above the head, he really is a great target
Mark.
to kick to. McIntosh kicks it. Prestia
Hang him
gets the
up.
upper hand. Puts boot to ball.
It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. Grabs the footy. Hits the running man. Griffiths with the pickup. Griffiths taking a chance at goal.
All clear,
There's
1
lots of
point.
time left, but a miracle is needed to close this gap. I would have expected him to
Mark.
nail that. Jams it on the boot. It's been intercepted by the opposition.
That's a mark.
And that torp has gone supernova. Strong mark by
Mark.
Skinner. He has a mighty kick at the footy. Marks.
Mark.
Don't know how he managed to get that out of the pack. He had perfect
All
control
clear.
over the ball
Behind.
right up until the minute he kicked it.
Let's play on.
It's not the score he was looking for.
Rance is someone you'd want to stand in front of. When he kicks,
That's a mark.
he really kicks it. He kicks to play on. Ellis kicks the ball. The
Mark.
mark will be paid. Sending it on its way. Great hands.
That's
He opts
play
to
on.
play on. He handballs it. He boots it. Rance intercepts the bouncing ball.
That's a ball.
The umpire will give us another ball up. Scoops up the bouncing ball. Big man does nicely. Skinner. I have no idea how you managed to get that out. He steadies
him
now
up.
in front of goal. Chalk up a
Goal.
goal for Wicked Witch. He'll feature well on the stat sheet this match. They're starting to stamp their dominance on this game. He's got the footy in his hands. Cochin gains possession through the interception. Quick hands find the running player. Boots it. No contest for that mark. 50 metres from home. Going for goal number 2. And they like it behind the goals. He likes it. Goal! Richmond players with massive smiles on their faces now. They needed that.
Lloyd, it's not the biggest kick of the footy. I'd say 50. Oh, it's going to test him. But
All
he's still
clear.
got some good power.
Gets a handball away towards the man on the run. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Huge leap. Skinner onto the ball. The ball finds its way into the grateful clutches of the opposition. Martin wins
Hang
the
him up.
marking contest. He kicks quickly. Great mark.
Mark.
Anderson pounds it long to his teammates. Good mark by Burton.
mark.
Now do you think he can kick this one, Richard?
I don't know if he'll make the distance here, Dennis.
This will have to be his very best kick to score from this range.
Burton is a freak at understanding and anticipating his opponent's actions.
Not what he intended with that kick. And the ball goes over the boundary line, close to goal. Pooley with the kick. Nice hands. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines the shot up. Close call. but
How is this
just made it
possible?
for a score.
Are you cheating?
Here's the bounce.
Nankervis. He's got a few tricks up his sleeve, so defenders will have to be on their game. He hand passes it. Lloyd gives away the free. Push in the back. She plays on with it. Rewalt gets his man. Holding the ball.
They really need a goal on the board now. A big margin, but lots of time left. The bounce is dead straight. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. Caddy with the ball. Nankervis finds his man on the move. That drop punt works well for Cochin. Rioli setting his sights on the goals. Keeps it close to the ground. And the mark will be paid. Kicks it across the ground.
That's a free kick.
Something has gone on
advantage.
behind
Bring
play,
it back.
and there will be a free kick. Nankervis boots it, stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Kicked in a flurry. A nice uncontested mark for Martin. 60 metres out. Sends the Sharon on its way. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. 45 metres out. Going for goal number 3. Griffiths slammed it right into the post for a behind. He'll be disappointed with that effort.
Play on.
Bad kick,
Out on the
resulting in a
ball.
free to the Tigers. The ball crosses the boundary. Not a pretty drop punt, but it gets away okay. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. Too far out to score, surely. Griffiths has a shot. It's a question of accuracy. 50 metres out. Rioli taking a chance at goal. A good mark under the circumstances. Well, it could be worse, I suppose, Richo.
He might as well have just dropped the ball on the ground, Dennis.
Prestia with the torpedo. Lambert takes it well.
Lambert. He's not the biggest threat on the field, but he can make his opponent accountable, and he requires a watchful eye at times. It's been intercepted by the opposition. Takes a big bump. Lloyd there to mop up. He's approaching the goals now. Well, the Tigers needed that goal. Can they build on this now?
And look at that bounce. Big leap. Caddy on the ball at the moment.
The attack on the ball has been ferocious from Wicked Witch, and that's why they not only lead the tackle count, but the match as well. Grimes being penalised there. He boots it. Asprey with a clean pickup. Gets a handball to the running man.
That's a free kick.
Burton there to mop up. You heard the umpire.
advantage.
Free kick.
Bring
Look at
it
the
back.
concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. 45 metres out. All eyes are watching. That's a very well executed goal. 6 goals makes him a candidate for best on ground in this game. It looks like Wicked Witch have this one in the bag.
mate.
Anderson gains
No
possession.
advantage. Bring it back.
Choose to kick it. The spilled ball is collected. McIntosh with the ball. They can't seem to maintain possession. They simply handed it over.
Fine.
Now
Ball up.
we'll get a ball up. Punch by Nankervis. Caddy bumped. Cochin with the pickup. Gets boot to Hyde. Edwards marks
Hang him
it.
up.
Edwards really wears his heart on his sleeve. He slams that on the boot. The mark will be
That's a
paid.
mark.
He slams that on the boot. He lines it up with the goal. Lambert needs to get this, otherwise it's going to be harder and harder for them to come back.
Disappointing kick there. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Superb handball. He's running hot, Richard.
Yes, super work from him in this match, Dennis.
Hand passed by Asprey. I think he just wants attention. Skinner got under it. He plays on now. Prestia thinks that was holding the ball, and the umpire agrees. Whoa, that's a nice long kick. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Lambert with the kick. Strong mark. He handballs it. He's running hot, Richard.
Yes, he's had it again, Dennis. He just seems to be everywhere tonight.
Kicks. Couldn't seal the deal.
1 point.
That could be the final nail in the coffin. He'll be
Lay on.
disappointed with that effort. Nice hands. Looks like he forgot
on
to
the
practice his
ball.
kicking during the week. Out of bounds, dangerous spot near the goal. Lining up the goal now. Distance could be the problem. Going for goal number 6. It's going. A magnificent kick right through the middle. Half a dozen goals in this display. Stunning. The lead has been increased. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce.
Nankervis. He's just a real slippery customer if you give him any space. Gives it to the running man.
No chance.
There'll be a ball up in the centre square. Nankervis. Timing terrible. He's leaving his messages before the beat. He's got the football now. Hits the running man.
Ball up.
Hooley picks up the loose ball. The spilled ball is collected.
Hold
Umpire
the
says
ball.
holding the ball. Gets boot to Hyde. Great grab.
Mark.
Well, the quality of disposal's been pretty soft out there, and that's enabled Richmond to rack up the marks. Richmond need to cut out these junk possessions and become more attacking. Puts boot to ball. It's a mark.
That's a mark.
Nankervis with no time to delay with that kick. Choose to kick it. Marks.
It's a mark.
Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop punt. And that ball is out of bounds.
Throw it in.
The boundary umpire has called for the footy. The umpire has thrown it in. Nankervis punches. Caddy pushes in the back like an old lady poking her umbrella at a wasp's nest. Cochin coughs it up. Right now he looks like a man in a darkened room trying to discover where all the furniture is.
He taps the ball. Passes by hand. The ball spills in the tackle. Sends the ball to open space. Cochin gets bumped. He gathers the ball. Good mark.
Lambert slams it on the boot. He gets above the crowd. Skinner has a head which is much better than his feet. If only he had 3 heads, one on each leg. Keeps it close to the ground. Steady hands there as he holds that one.
Cochin. He's just got a strong pair of hands when it comes to marking. Kept his composure then. A nice
Hey, the
contested mark. Concentrating hard as he lines up the goal.
That ball's travelling. Goal. When he's on song, he sings a very good song. 7 goals now. That's hard to do. And that puts them further in front. With the ball now. He's got the football now. He's got the football now. Wins the hard ball. Lining up the goal now. What do you think, Richo? Can he make this one?
He has a very good chance from here.
The kick from almost straight in front of the goals. Great bounce. Grimes controls. That ball is becoming a yo-yo for him. It keeps coming back. Hands it out to open space. He runs for home. It's in the air. What a goal from a mammoth kick. This kick has extended their lead. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. He gains possession. Prestia picks up the loose ball. He seems to have the ball on a string, Richard.
You're right, Dennis. He's an absolute ball magnet.
The Tigers were really taken to task. Your final word on today's game, Richard?
Quite a slow game. Had a few good...
Final scores, 209 to 99. Well, that's it from us. Thanks for joining us, Richard.
Thanks, Dennis. See you next time.
Thanks for joining us. As always, it's been a pleasure. We look forward to seeing you back soon.
It's the sunset, all the seasons, joy and pain. Where the heads held high, our backs again.